Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster outline. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? tonight's night. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Oh, he's got a chance. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Maryland!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
My man's crawling.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, and a nice job understanding. They're trying to run a screen. They're trying to throw that over your head. They let you run up the field. You're not going to be able to get the sack, get your hands in the air, try to affect the quarterback, and a nice job getting my hands in the air and deflecting the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going for it all. Touchdown, Terrapins! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in the game any better than they just
See
did.
TJ flipping them off.
Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Yeah, and this is a day he would want to forget. This is a day he wished didn't exist. It's been miserable. You've already thrown 2 interceptions. You just tried to throw your third, but the defense didn't cooperate. But get those feet set before you try to throw the football.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Here's a heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time It was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Illinois could try to take a shot here on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yards.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, finding a line.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead.
Breaks that tackle. Clown.
Much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
On the ground, it's Dingle. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
He'll ride his man on the option. Makes him talk to the hand. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our
Brett.
game summary.
Lay down.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to pass.
because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Completes it in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quarterback making checks. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Illini.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go.
Rhett, lay down.
They've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dropping back, it's Knight. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Makes the grab. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Cook. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted to stop the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Floating away. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent?
Oh, they're faking it. And he grabs it. Got to get to the marker. And the tackle was made, but that fake.
Oh.
To perfection to pick up the first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, completing the pass.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown run. Finds Zach Reese, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
The Fighting Illini with mere inches to gain on 3rd down. He'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Smashes through the tackle. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they will score. Touchdown, Illinois.
I was so excited for this game because I just...
Safety out there gets outplayed by a fucking clown.
Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. runs through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Knight. Get out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
To the air on second down. Looking deep. Pulls it in on the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Caught in the backfield. It's Gentry. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Line gets set. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Catch inside the 25. Out of bounds at the 20, and just like that, from their own territory to the red zone.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. But think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Now on the option. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I execution, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock it
Hey,
down.
almost got him.
They got to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead. You're
Turning it on! It's a fumble! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the plate.
It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Knight. Rushes on him. And as he throws, misses.
Yes, I saw the linebacker cover.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing? And they're going to keep being aggressive.
96 speed roller.
Have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Made a defender miss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the 1st down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in.
Going over the top. Underneath Tulsa coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Maryland! And what
sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that. They're up by 7 against Boston College. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Oh, they're after him! Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the line of attack.
What about it?
Getting some double teams that allows these
Red.
linebackers to run free.
It's time for bed, buddy.
The Fighting Illini need
You're
to
not
get to the
hungry.
county line for a first down. They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action.
You gonna go to church anymore? Red, lay down.
Scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
And the punt team gets
Lay on the bed, right?
return man on the ground. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Breaks the tackle.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gives it on the option. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bringing the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down.
wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Catch in the middle. They split it.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Going to swing it on second down. Floats it out in space.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on third down. Flips it out to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision.
Oh, he's got some strength. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Touchdown, fighting Illini. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They want to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Dingle. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Oh, he wants it all. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. He's at the 20.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
That is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
On the move at the 30. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the fourth quarter.
They'll try it over the left side. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Cook. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Terrapins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. The give out of the gun. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big one.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Illinois offense returns to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Illinois lining up quickly. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off.
There he goes. The 30. The 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Illini. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run? You feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about that? That is why you practice onside kicks all season long for this exact moment. They're able to execute it, they retain possession, and now a field goal puts them ahead late.
On the move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's got it. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Dances away. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in. In plus territory. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tatum. Touchdown, Illinois! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the outside. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Touchdown, Terrapins! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
It's caught. The two-point try is good, and now it's a three-point game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. The play action fake. Under fire. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise.